Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's Jose here, welcoming you to another episode of Amazing Worlds, where today I am going to be reviewing The Gathering Storm, Book 12. We're getting close to the end in the Wheel of Time series by American author Robert Jordan and finished by Brandon Sanderson. So this is the first book of the last three that was to be completed by Brandon Sanderson upon Robert Jordan's death. Now, there's quite a few things I want to talk about, so I'm going to try to resemble a little bit of structure here. So, first of all, quick summary. This was first published in 2009. Went straight up to #1 bestseller list. It was the fifth book that did so in the series. Incredible to my mind because, as you are aware, I don't think this series is particularly great. But there you have it. Maybe a matter of personal taste. But anyway, so here, all of a sudden, in the last book, we decided that the final battle, the Tarmon-Gaidon final battle against the evil Dark Lord, all of a sudden, everything is happening, and the action has picked up. The pace is we're off to the tracks. This is go, 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 go. Now, here, we focus mainly on just two characters. Egwene, this is basically Egwene's book, this one here, Egwene's book. A bit of Rand and Perrin. Forget about Perrin. Perrin, doesn't matter, Perrin. Forget Perrin.
Forget about it.
Matt is here testimonially. So I'm going to do Matt first, right? So Matt might well not have been here, but he's here only to do kind of... Reminds me when I used to run like a massive Dungeons and Dragons campaign. You know, you got this whole overarching thing, but then you will have like little side quests there. But he's doing a little side quest. He's only there in a little side quest in some kind of lonely, godforsaken town, where he is trapped in some kind of nightmare thing where the people in the town every night become all aggressive. They kill each other, but they wake up the following day as if nothing had happened, and every night they get stuck in this loop thing. And it's pointless. It adds nothing to the story, but it's actually a pretty nice scene. I found that it was quite enjoyable, quite dark, quite, the evil lord influence on the world, but it has got zero relevance to the story whatsoever. So I'm torn there. I enjoyed the concept and the idea, but it was pretty pointless. But anyway, that's that. Rand is there being broody and moody and so on, doing his thing. Rand, not great characterization there, but he, in spite of having cleansed siding in the last couple of books, is he still going crazy? Is he not? Is he unstable? Is he not? He is angry because everyone is trying to control him, and then he decides he's going to have no emotions, no feelings, and be an evil so-and-so. Not evil, but, like a really angry, just going to do whatever I want, ignore everyone else type thing, but everyone is trying to influence him, and so on. It's alright. It's barely alright. The Rand is not a very likable main protagonist. I don't know if he's meant to be the hero or not, but that's that. Then this is, like I said, this is Egwene's book, and this is where Egwene actually came on her own in the story here. So basically, she got captured by the Aes Sedai, and she's beaten and flogged. This happened last book. This is still happening, but eventually she manages to raise up because the Tower of the Aes Sedai is being attacked by the Seanchan, and she mounts the defense and rallies the troops around her and saves the Aes Sedai and gets everyone together. And finally you see where her actions and attitude actually had meaning and how it all comes together. It all seemed a bit pointless in the previous book, but now it all made sense, and it was a good development of her actions. And it's probably the first time in the whole series where a character actually took some decision and actions of their own volition, not pulled by this tavern bollocks that passes for a motivation for different characters. So I enjoyed the book. I think I was wondering before I read it how much of a difference there would be in the writing style between Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson. And I think it is noticeable. So for instance, all those detailed descriptions about how much lace and the plunging necklines in the women and the boobs are or not, and all of that stuff is gone. There's no more rosebud lips and pointless clothes descriptions. That's gone, which is fantastic. It's great because it helps the pace of the book. I think the balance in the action between the run chapters and the away chapters is done really well. Now, I suspect that Robert Jordan left some notes and probably even left some chapters or maybe some paragraphs written, because there's a scene. Oh my God, there's a scene, right? There's a scene where I would like to think that when Brandon Sanderson copied and pasted it from Jordan's notes, because I want to believe that Brandon Sanderson wouldn't write something like this, that he cringed when he did Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, copy-paste into that situation. We've got prisoner one of the evil Forsaken people, which is kind of like the Nazgul type thingy, commanders of the evil lord here, but they kind of break her, they kind of get her to confess, they kind of extract any information for her, any torture they try on her, nothing is working, but all of a sudden, someone has an idea. I know how we're going to make this evil Forsaken person speak. And this is Robert Jordan, remember? So how do you think you get this evil Forsaken woman to talk? That's right. That is correct. A good old spanking. What cannot be sorted by good old spanking? I suspect if Robert Jordan had lived to see the end of the book, it would have finished with Rand spanking the evil Dark Lord, Shaitan, whatever. It would have been absolutely ridiculous. I am so happy that we out of that nonsense now, because that moment was so ludicrous in the story that detracted for me a lot from the reading experience. I was finally really starting to enjoy The Wheel of Time. I'm not saying that this book has raised my opinion of the series a touch. It's not enough to make do for the previous horrible 10 books that I had to read. It's a vast improvement, but that moment is just, can you imagine? This would be like sort of an amazing painting, like the Mona Lisa or something like that, and then a splotch of red there, says I. Right? So, evil Lord Nazgul spanking to get her to talk. I don't know. Ridiculous. But anyway, that's my opinion. So, marked improvement. Clear difference in the writing style. I've already got the next book here, which I'll pick up hopefully at some point next week. They've changed editions because of the TV show, so my last 2 books are not really going to match with the previous 12, but at least they are the same size, so they're not going to look too out of place on the shelf there. Most definitely see the Brandon Sanderson impact here, which bodes well for the end of the series. I actually read this book a lot quicker than I did all the others. It's quite a chunker. It's 900 It's 800 pages. It's just over 800 pages long. But I think I read it in a couple of weeks, which for me is quite impressive pace considering everything I've got going. Now I'm a little bit because the next book is 900 pages, so we keep on getting paid by the page. But if it's the same consistency and tone and level and quality as this one, it'll be an enjoyable read. So possibly the series is going to finish leaving a good taste in my mouth, but I will do an overall series impression, discussion, review, wrap-up video at the end. And obviously I'm trying to find a time where we're going to sit down with Ian at B&B Books and we're going to thrash the whole series. We're going to do a Wheel of Time bash video. It'll be over an hour long, where we're just going to crap all over the series because that's how we feel about it. So stay tuned for that. Until then, or next time, as usual, thank you ever so much for watching, for giving me your time. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. I'm sure you disagree with me if you're a Wheel of Time fan, but please, I want to hear the exchange of opinions. Take loads and loads of care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.